can't touch this. 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 Can't touch this.
What's good, Flock? I am Shells the Hoodie Mac, and I'm here with my player partner.
Trey, mother holiday, back in this still big fox, if you don't already know.
And this is the season finale, unfortunately, of Big Flock shit.
Grand opening, grand closing. God
Yes,
damn, your
sir.
man Hall dropped the damn ball again. Who you going to find weaker than him?
Man, god dang, god dang.
Oh man.
Let's
How you
get this shit
feeling, bro?
started, man. Man, I'm feeling
Yeah.
good, man. Right, go ahead and talk about this Ravens real quick, man. So look, the Baltimore Ravens 2025 season is officially in the books.
Yes,
And now
indeed.
that the emotions is gone, the excuses are gone, the dust has settled, we got to talk honestly. From September's optimism to January's reality, who were the Ravens really this year, man? Was this growth? Was it stagnant? Or was it just another season where the ceiling showed up right when it mattered most? We about to break it all down. No sugarcoating, no narratives, just Ravens talk. Let's get into it, my brother. How you feeling, man? You know what I'm saying? About this goddamn 2025 Ravens season. Just give me one word that summarize your experience for this 2025 season.
For the whole season,
Whole season as a whole.
unexplainable.
Unexplainable. Okay. Okay.
Unexplainable.
I feel you. I feel you. Would you like to expound on that a little bit? Why you feel it's
Yo,
unexplainable?
unexplainable for like several reasons, because it's like even the shit that you could explain, you can't explain why it would continue to just happen. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
do.
just so much shit that happened during the season that it's no valid explanation for why we chose this path. You know what I'm saying? But we did.
Yeah, man. For me, the word would be necessary. I feel like this was
Mm,
a necessary season. It's
I
something
like
we
that
had
word.
to um, experience, something we had to go to really, really get the changes we need to become the team that we know that we are. So this was a necessary season. It's really making us really had to look at ourselves, the whole organization as a whole, and as we know, you know what I'm saying, some big changes definitely are coming. How you feel about the Steelers game, bro?
The last game,
The last game of the season. Let's just get into that real quick.
um, I mean, essentially, it was just a reflection of why your word of necessary is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It was just another heroic effort by Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Only to be failed by other aspects of being the ultimate team sport. You know what I'm saying? Um, I had been kind of in a I'm ready for this to be over kind of phase, because the reality is, in my personal opinion, even had we won, I don't think we had a team to really prosper. You know what I'm saying? In the playoffs. That's just based on what I'd already seen. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but as a true fan, you know what your team is capable of, and that performance. You know, I'm going to again say from a Lamar Jackson standpoint. You feel me? That's why we say we always got a chance. You know, but the defense,
Yeah,
failed us again. You know what I'm saying? And on top of other things, so you know,
on top of other things, man, it's. I'm sorry, I didn't know if you were finished. Go ahead.
yeah, you're good. But that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's just the same old. You know what I mean? We lost to the Steelers when it mattered the most, and that happens
That's
way too.
way too often, bro. Like, and for it to be the Steelers is like kind of what really like makes it sting for real. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, God damn, bruh, why this mediocre bum team keep beating us for real? Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. So it's like, yo, man, this what we needed to see for real because we done seen it way too many times, and now that we have a spotlight on our whole organization, like structurally, like man, this was definitely necessary. The flashes are still there. It's not like this a bad team for real. It's still a good team. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things, motivational decision making that and just players, not living up to expectations for real. So it's just like, hey, what's going on with that? So I don't know if you want to, but we could, dive into some player stats and performances and some moments of the year um, that you may be looking forward um, to this next season.
You know, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's so many things in the front office that need to be taken care of. Um, I'm not exactly sure what to look forward to next season. You know what I'm saying? It's 100% my expectation that Zay Flowers will still be on the team. So, another 1,000 yard season by him. He had a good game in week 18, and he kind of showed himself to be the player that I think he can be. Um, Isaiah likely made another big play, but I don't know if it's realistically that we get to see him again. You know what I'm saying? Like Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, things I feel like I can look forward to and promise for next season. But, I don't even feel like this season statistical reflection is really accurate of what this team can be moving forward, regardless.
Yeah, I agree. As far as Zay will be here. Zay gonna be looking for a contract very soon. Especially being a Pro Bowler, you know, two-time Pro Bowler. But Big Zay, as far as Mr. Likely, hopefully, with our new addition, what I'm saying, at leadership, whatever that may be, what I'm saying, he may be in the plans. Maybe they may do some, trade something to get something else and, sign him up to, make sure that he's still a part of this team and a part of this team's future. Um, the main thing as far as like players, offense and defensive line, man, we gotta like get some offensive linemen. We gotta prioritize that really, because I feel like we have skill players. We have the ultimate skill player. But what we can't have is just like when these, our ultimate skill players go down, whether it's offense or defense, we turn into sorry ass teams, bro. Like that's just don't make no sense. It's like y'all supposed to be these still good players. How all of a sudden we lose one guy and now everybody is trash. Nobody can tackle, or nobody can catch a pass, or nobody can block all of a sudden. So that's what we definitely need to show up is the trenches, for sure. Um, I think we you show up the trenches, everybody will get their stats. You know what I'm saying? Derrick Henry will get his stats. Um, he will have way more like room to run. You know what I'm saying? It will be a bunch of big moments because that's what the type of players we have. You know, especially with Lamar, is going to create great moments. He created at least three great moments in that last game that I can just count off the top of my head. So I already know that we're going to see those. It's just putting it all together and being on one accord. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Shout out to the shout out to my bro. I'm gonna tell you, yo, real quick off script. You feel me? Shout out to my bro. You feel me? Juice Man in the building. So Juice Man is a lifetime Cowboys fan. You feel me?
Yeah.
So we did the meetup. On Sunday over the spot. So it's around Bro Way. So I hit him, let him know I'm gonna be out that way. You feel me? Walked in the spot. My man had his Lamar Jackson jersey on, yo. Touch my heart,
Word.
bro. Touch my heart, yo. You feel me? Touch my heart. I'm like, yeah, bro. Yeah. Let's get it. You feel me? Let's get it. But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely trenches, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, like, we seen that. You know what I'm saying? We seen when the line was able to get to the next level and properly block.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry was doing Derrick Henry things. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna get those moments. Yeah, I agree. For sure.
And Lamar Jackson showed even in week 18, even without the block, he can still do Lamar things. So imagine what can happen next year if we really realistically put the best people on the field for us to succeed. I believe it's not a fall off type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. This was a crazy up and down season, man. Crazy up and down season. What
Let me ask
what
you
do you
this: what,
think?
what, what were the
Yeah.
ups in your opinion? What were the ups in your
That's what I
opinion?
was going. That's what I was about to ask you the same question for real. Basically, like, what was your best win and what was the worst loss? So
Okay, so
yeah, I
best.
I go. You wanna go? Or,
Go ahead, go. No, you got it.
all right. So probably the best win for me was the best win was probably the Chicago game for me. Um, Mainly because like we was definitely down. We ain't know what we was gonna do. But bringing in Snoop and having some type of identity for a day was great to see, offensively and defensively. Even though we still gave up a lot of passing yards that game, it was still like a great win to at least get us into that push to where we was trying to get. You know, had the opportunity to at least play for that game. Now we did have some other bigger wins, um, which was like that what was the game before the game? The Green Bay game. Green Bay game was a big win. It was a win we needed. You know what I'm saying? I
This,
fuck with
man,
that.
this the thing, bro. This my thing, bro. You feel me? Like it's only but so many highlights to pick from, yo. So you kind of gotta
Yeah,
just pick one, bro. And
I
when you
got you.
start
So I'm
picking
gonna
more
just
than
go
one,
with
you
the.
start stepping on toes, bro.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. So I'm gonna just go with the Chicago game. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with that one because it got us going. Um, the games with Lamar and it just you could just see it was just too much inconsistency. But probably the worst loss was probably I don't know. It was so many worse losses. I'm gonna say it was that last one. That last one hurt. We went out crazy. We went out crazy, bro, because we let them off the hook, son. That was the worst loss. We had, you know what I'm saying? And it was so many things we could have done to secure that win. It was so many things we could have done to secure that win. That was the worst loss. We had it in the bag for real. So I'm gonna go with that one on the worst loss. I'm gonna let you go.
All right. So much like you feel me? My highlights of the season do revolve around Snoop, you feel me? Um, and I'm gonna go with the Packers game. You know, the Packers game was so important, but it was only important because of the Bears game, you know what I'm saying? But for Snoop to be able to step up for a second time, you feel me? And let's not get it twisted. Derrick Henry won that game, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But for a team that couldn't seem to produce without Lamar, you feel me? Like the two times we really needed it the most, you feel me? Like somebody else showed up and didn't lose the game for us, you feel me? That Packers game was like big. It was playoff vibes, you know what I'm saying? Even though their starting quarterback didn't play, we still played their defense. They are a playoff team, you know what I'm saying? So to find a way to win that game, that was definitely part of my highlight.
For
Um,
sure.
Now, I'm not even in disagreement with you on the last game potentially being the worst, you feel me? Just because of the sheer heartache that came
Yeah,
with that.
yeah, yeah.
But if I had to pick outside of that, I'm
hmm
probably gonna go with the Patriots game. You feel me? And I'm gonna
Patriots
go
game
with the
sucked too.
Patriots game because that's a game that we had control of that would have like made the last game not as important. You know what I'm saying? And we let them off the hook. You know what I'm saying? We stopped doing what worked, which seems to be a trend in the current regime or former regime.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And that shit was like, God damn, bro. Like we finally got something and we just like feel like we just give it up. You know what I'm saying? That shit was probably the worst, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not gonna pick the last game. Um And now I
yeah,
don't want to do you. I don't want to do what I just said. You don't. We both got one out. You feel me? I
yeah,
do
yeah. We
have
can
a.
go to some other. I got another game too, so it's like,
All right.
especially if we talking
Let me
about
go. Let
worst
me go
game.
first this time. Let me
Yeah,
go
go
first this time.
ahead.
I'm going with the first game of the season.
Oh, that's a bad one.
You
That was a
feel me?
bad one.
Because that shit set a fucking negative tone for the rest of the season, bro.
It did, bro.
I go with that too as well. You know what I'm saying? Feel
You know,
feel
I was
free to
going
name another, bro.
the Houston game, bro. I ain't even recognize that team. The way they ran up and
Oh
down
my
with
god.
the bums they had at running back, the way that we couldn't get a yard, the way they would just go up and down the field scoring points, bro. It was disgusting. It was disgusting, bro. I was like, yo, who is this team, bro? Who is this
Shit. Can I
team?
can I can I name another one? Can I name
Go
another
ahead,
one?
bro.
Can can we go with the Detroit game when our quarterback got sacked 7 times?
7 times. Jesus Christ for Lele.
And what yo, bro, when we had the show after that, what I say, yo, if Lamar is gonna be getting hit 7 times, yo, he is not gonna be able to stay healthy, bro.
He is not going to be able to stay healthy. And he wasn't healthy all year. All year, it was something different. And then it's like, dang. And that's another reason why I go back, not to go back to that last game of the season, but this is another reason why the last game of the season still fucking stinks for real. Because he was just getting healthy. He was getting healthy at the right time. At the right time, he was getting healthy. And we couldn't get it done, yo. And
Oh,
we could not get it done, bro.
and you know what that shit was like the last game. It's like, all right, you know what? A Lamar healthy, I might be able to overcome the defense. I might
I
be able to
might.
overcome that. but not the defense and special teams. I can't do both.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't do both, bro. You feel me? I can't
Not
do
defense
both,
and
bro.
special teams, bro.
Like,
Like,
yo,
come on, man. Help me out, bro. Help a brother out.
help me help you, motherfucker. God damn.
Damn, son. You know what I mean? So with that
Wicked, wicked,
loss,
wicked, wicked.
brought it down because it was the showdown. Showdown for who get to stay and who gotta go. And
Hey, yo.
unfortunately, we landed on that other side of the coin of the you got to go side. And Steve Bisciotti has officially fired John Harbaugh as the Ravens head coach. It will be a new regime in Baltimore. Um, how you feel about this firing, bro? And we're not gonna get into all the statements and everything. I'm pretty sure everyone has seen the statements. Um, but yeah, how you feel?
Hey, yo, it's just time, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just time, bro. And I really hate like the people out there responding like, how could you do that to him type vibes. Like, yo, bro, he been here for 18 seasons, yo. That's not like we cheated him. You know what I'm saying? We seen highs, lows, highs, lows. You feel me? Bro, like it was necessary. You feel me? I just think that necessary. That's what the word of the day, right? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's just what else could we do to expect anything different moving forward? That's just
Yeah.
the answer I don't have. I can't think of anything we could do to expect something different moving forward without relieving John Harbaugh of his duties. I don't like to
Yes,
say
sir.
fired. I like to say he was relieved of his duties. You feel me? Because niggas not. I'm not against John Harbaugh. His time just is ran up. You feel me? If you have a kid and you get put
Hmm.
on child support
Right.
after 18 years, you come off. You know what I'm saying? He done been the coach a whole lifetime of a motherfucker, bro. It's
A
okay. It's
lifetime.
okay to try something else. You feel me? Like,
Like,
it's
yo,
okay,
literally,
bro.
he literally has been the coach my whole daughter's life. My whole daughter's life. He's been the coach of the Ravens.
That's it.
That's, that's the only coach you
That's
know.
it.
It's time for new beginnings. But like for me, I'm gonna say it like my man Broussard would say. I don't like it at all. I love it.
I ain't see that, yo.
That's
I ain't
how he
see
was
that.
saying. I don't like it. I love it.
Yo,
I have
I'm
been
like, damn,
screaming
what?
for this for the past 10 years. And before that, I've been saying it early, especially after we got that Super Bowl. And he kept allowing Mr. Joe Flacco, that everybody loves, to continue to go three and out, three and out, three and out, three and out after being a Super Bowl champion. He was complacent then. And that's why he ain't make the playoffs all the time. We still had the same teams. Our teams wasn't different. It wasn't like our teams were soft. We didn't have good players. We did. Ozzy was our GM. No, we wasn't getting it done. Yeah, one of them years we was hella injuries. Oh, it is what it is. It happens. But no, they continue to do that, to be on your way out and have Lamar come save your job, and then you go 8 years with this generational talent and you don't get it done because you're constantly complacent and just cool with whatever happens. And that's why you gone, bro. I'm good. I'm happy this day. It's not that I don't appreciate what you done because you are cool. I wanted you to hand the reins to Mike McDonald, and still be a part of the organization. But no, your arrogance and your cockiness made you want to say, no, I'm the head coach and I'm going to do what I want to do and I'm going to hire a rookie to run this defense that was well. You know what I'm saying? You decided to make those decisions. And those decisions got you out of the door. So
And one
I
thing,
am totally fine with Shadi making this decision, relieving John of his duties, is actually what he said. He relieved him of his duties. Um, and I'm cool with it. I'm cool with us seeing what a new energy would be like in this building, especially somebody who can take over one side of the football, because that's just where the game is, in my opinion. Yeah,
you know, one thing I say, John Harbaugh 100% had the opportunity to go out on top. No different. He could have went out on top, bro.
he could have.
And, and,
Yeah,
and not even when they won the last Super Bowl, bro. You had opportunities to go out on top after that, and you failed to be able to do that, and that's why we in the position we at now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
only reason.
we can't accept just nah, bro. You feel me? We can't continue to accept. And you know something? And let's go to the complacency you spoke on. And you know, at one point in the season, maybe after the Snoop game or somewhere around there, you kind of ask like, is it time to swing for the fences or like get ready for next year type of shit? That's like
Hmm.
the feel of the question. You feel
Yeah,
me? And I said, oh, let's swing for the fences because the owner of this team said before the season ever started that he's ready to win a championship now. You feel me? Then you have John Harbaugh go on the Ravens lounge about a week or two later and
hmm.
say that championship or bust is foolishness.
It's foolishness. Yeah,
I watched the guy today, you feel me? I watched the guy today. I'm glad we on this, you feel me? You might know this guy, you know what I'm saying? And John
okay,
Harbaugh definitely knows this guy. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
And this coach, you feel me? He said, every year I have an opportunity to coach. I'm focused on getting the best out of my team because even though my tenure as a coach has been long, these players don't have that same opportunity on the field. So anytime
Yes.
I waste not trying to be the best coach I can for them, it's cheating them out of their opportunity. And I can't live with that. And I might have, rephrased that, but that was the message.
Hmm.
You feel me? Could you guess who this coach might have been?
I can guess who that coach is. I know who that coach sounds like. Sounds like our nemesis. I already know who it is, and that's why it's like, man, we need some like, bro. I kept saying it. People used to laugh at me because I'm like, man, don't nobody want to hear all these Bible verses. Like the worst thing they could have did was show me hard knocks. The worst thing they would do keep allow me to be in those locker rooms, listen to those speeches. Those speeches don't motivate nobody. But I go see the other coaches' speeches, I can hear in his tone and what he's saying. They look at him like a father figure. They listen to what he's saying. So even when he got trash, he's still getting the best. That's why he never had a losing season. How many losing seasons have we had, bro?
Too many.
Too many.
Too many. Yo, because like, you know, for the most part, this division has been a two-team race
It's
for the most
always gonna
part.
be a two-team race.
You know what I'm
Always.
saying?
Them
So it's
Ohio
like,
teams ain't got nothing on nothing.
the amount of the lack of success and just the amount of times that teams from our own division have prohibited us from making the playoffs. You feel me? Like, yo, who wants to have a coach that can't beat teams in his division? You play them niggas the most, bro.
The
You play
most,
them the
and
most.
you just getting out coached. That's what it be. It's out coached, out schemed, out. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're literally playing one of the best receivers in the world, and you keep playing on 101 with a rookie corner or third string corner or a guy you just picked off the street and elevated from the practice squad yesterday. You gonna keep playing a man all game, and then he end up with 250 yards receiving, and then we just looking like, well, John, like, well, that's just how the game went. You know, we just got to be better at that. We just got to be. What you mean we got to be better? And that's just the stuff that used to piss me off about. It's his press conferences. It's like, yo, you're not even saying. What are you talking about? Who is the coach? Like, yo, who is making the decisions here? Because you
Yeah,
always pointing the finger at somebody else and, oh, this person ain't do this, or this was this person's decision, or these guys decide to do. And yeah, the players are gonna love you if you always let them do whatever they want to do.
right. I
Who
ain't gonna lie.
wouldn't?
When he told me for the second time that we was putting the best offensive line out on the field that we had, I just stopped
Yep.
listening to him, bro. I
Bruh.
just stopped listening to him, bro. Stop. If I see him clip, I don't listen. I don't watch John Harbaugh conferences, interviews, clips no more.
I had to,
No
yo.
more.
I had
No
to, yo.
more.
I got you. I can't talk if I ain't listening. That's why I be wanting, so I know, like, when I'm like, yo, no, I know what I'm talking about. I heard what he said. I watched the game. I watched how he coached the game. I watched every decision that it was a coaching decision, whether it was a good decision or not. I watched his clock management, and then I watched how he responded to his mess ups in the press conference. He blamed other people. He not once ever took accountability for himself and his decision making. It's always I got to go look into that. I got to go look at the tape. I got to. How you never know what's going on during the game? You just was supposed to be coaching. And we got other coaches that can tell you what happened 17 years ago on the third down in the second quarter with 4 minutes left. They can tell you what play they called. That's what I don't understand. That's why I say, yo, time is up for John. I don't care, yo, everybody. I understand people don't like change. Understand that it's like it's whatever, whatever. But no, this is the NFL, y'all. The game is changing. We
You
literally
know, it's
watch Philly move on from Andy Reid. We're not saying John can't go nowhere and still be successful. We're not saying that he can't go nowhere and still be good and have a good team. We're just saying it's enough is enough here.
hey yo, we watched Philly move on from Andy Reid, get another coach, win the Super
Win a
Bowl,
Super
move on from him, and then
Get
win
another
another Super
coach.
Bowl.
Go to two Super Bowls and win one. So they've been in like four Super Bowls in the last 10 years or something like that.
At least three.
So you hear what I'm saying? Like, yo, nah, the game is changing. These teams are moving on. These teams are the good teams that are in the playoffs right now. All of them, especially in the AFC, prioritize offensive line. When it comes to the Patriots, when it comes to Denver, the trenches, offensive and defensive line. When it comes to the Bills, yeah, they got a good offensive line. Their defensive line is a kind of light for real, but they wanted to match up. They built that team to match up with the Chiefs. That's why you can run on them for real because the
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs don't run. They ain't built that team to be able to stop the run. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, they do have an offensive line though. They're gonna protect Josh. They're gonna let him run around. He get to run around for 12 seconds sometimes. And they had that rock off because Cook averaged 100 yards a game.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yo, we got too fancy. We kept trying to put all these toys around because we used to be trenches. That's what we used to be. But we start trying to put all these little fancy toys and let's go get this and let's get that. When it's like, yo, no, we gotta get. Let's just play the game how we supposed to play. We got too analytical. Everything was analytical. We going on fourth down. That's why I was pissed off at John because I'm like, yo, you a special teams coach. I'm not mad at you for going for it on fourth down, but can you call a fake punt? Can you call a fake field goal? Can you know what I'm saying? Can you incorporate special teams and where I can actually see your coaching expertise coming out into the game? Because all I see is the special teams fucking up, kicking the ball out of bounds, missing field goals, not worse coverage, not really having the right people back there returning kicks and punts. That's on you, buddy. Yeah. Sorry for
You
my little
know,
rant real quick.
John, you kind of, they say live by the sword, die by the sword. You know what I mean? Because to my understanding, the plan wasn't really to relieve John of his duties yesterday. You know what I'm saying? However,
Yes.
the owner was like, yo, coordinators got to go. And
They
he
got to
wasn't
go.
with it. Why? Because John doesn't see anything wrong.
He don't see nothing wrong.
And I could only imagine that sitting at the desk,
He don't see nothing
Shawty probably
wrong.
crossed his arms and an imaginary light bulb went off and said, I know how we can fix all this. Like, you don't want to let them go, don't worry about it. Let you
Don't worry
go,
about
bro.
it.
And
Don't
they
worry
go with
about
you.
it. And they go with you. Don't even
They
worry
go
about
with
it,
you.
bro. We're gonna go ahead and let you go. And you can go, you know what I'm saying? Go, hey, the report says everybody wants you. So go get your thing together. And I knew this was gonna be the year. I knew this was the year he was gonna be exposed like tremendously. Cause like once I was hearing that, oh, Ravens lose scouts to the Chargers, Ravens losing offensive line coaches or this type of coach to the Chargers, Ravens losing this, the old offensive coach. When we start losing important people to our organization to the Chargers, I said, oh, he was using his brother's people. That's what it was we was using two coaches, a whole system of the Harbaugh coaches to build up our system because one was in college and one was in the NFL. But once he came back to the NFL, he said, let me get you back. We need you over here." And now they sitting in the playoffs. You feel me? With the same guys that we had. They take away from us. Now he get a sack every single game. You can't tell me that's not the scheme. Because we used to always say, like, yo, always good. He looked like he should be getting more sacks. What's going on? Now he go to another team and automatically he getting sacks. That's why I say, like, man, I love it. I love it, and it is what it is, man. We on
Yeah,
to the next.
I love the opportunity to see something different. You feel me? And it's like,
Yes, sir.
you know, it's a coach out there who is gonna marvel at the opportunity to be able to lead the Baltimore Ravens. You feel me? You walking in the door to Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry out the rip. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you kind of hinted towards it earlier as far as getting like a coach that's, can really take over one side of the ball, you know, preferable
Yeah,
probably defense. You know what I'm saying? All right, defense, because defense still need to be the staple of this team. You know what I'm saying?
it still need to be the staple. Defense, and it's still the same. It's defense and running the football. So we
Right.
need to make sure that we stay. Whoever comes in here understands that everything else is going to happen off of that. If our defense
Oh, but
is our defense and the run game is the run game, We're gonna have great Lamar gonna have great passing game. He's gonna have lots of touchdowns, just like he used to have in 2019 and all those other years when we were running the football. The
And
leading rushing teams, we're gonna have great
any
success.
anybody in their right mind is gonna rely on those things, you feel me, to be the staple as you making your transition, you feel me? Or as you trying to continue to win and be a real contender. It don't make no sense. I don't think it's a better or more dangerous duo in the league than Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry right now.
Nah,
I don't think it's a more dangerous duo. You know what I'm saying? And my personal thing is, go get a coach, strong defensive presence, help build that up, and then you find you a slick ass coordinator who you've been able to see making some moves. You feel me? And let him work his magic. You feel me? Let him work his magic.
yeah. So, do you feel like this move moves us closer to a Super Bowl, or did it just confirm some hard truths about our ceiling?
Oh man. Um, I ain't gonna be naive to the fact that the next move could go wrong. You know what I'm saying? But ideally, I'm thinking this move is closer to a Super Bowl. But we're in an era of instant gratification, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We looked at a lot of coaches come in and turn their franchises within 1 to 2 seasons. You know what I'm saying? You got the Chicago Bears in the playoffs, you feel me? 1 year under their new coach. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, and I don't see Lamar Jackson on no other team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We always say it, bro. With 8, you always got a chance, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he gonna be even more motivated. You feel me? Coming out this season, and if they give him input on the future moves, I
Hmm.
believe that he
I
gonna
believe they will.
be motivated in that aspect to make sure he support that person by doing what he does.
Yeah, I agree, bro. I definitely agree. I think Lamar Jackson has big impact in what's going to happen next because this season has in a way it has like put a little speed bump in the Lamar Jackson era. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's like back to the drawing board for real of like restarting this thing over on like, bro, you got, you know what I'm saying? Now you had 8 years to get one. Now you may be like 5, 6 years, 7. You know what I mean? You may only have another 8. So it's this very these next moves are very very important to your legacy. You know what I'm saying? So hey, get involved. You have to now become the Baltimore Ravens. You need to be in the building. We need you to be there all the time. You know what I'm saying? I feel you like to hang out, chill, go, but we need you in the building all the time, bro, because you're gonna have to be the one that's gonna take us to the promised land. No matter who the coach is for real. Everybody listens to you and you are the leader for real. Yeah, I mean, so make sure that you're totally in tune to what um we need to do to get to Super Bowls and championships like we're supposed to. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder if John Harbaugh runs a program that's more like this is how I see things being done, so this is the way we're gonna do them. You feel me?
No, it is.
And and I think that we need to have a program where these are the opportunities I see with this team, and we're gonna use them. That's the energy we need from the next person coming through that door. Not just putting that foot down because they the coach, you feel me? But
Yeah.
really being a partner in the success of every player on that team. You know what I'm saying?
And actually having some X's and O's that way you can explain to. It's hard to explain to athletes how to do something when you don't do it or you don't have a respected brain in that their field or their position that they play. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all like they just gotta respect you as a man, and you just gotta motivate them and say, you know what I'm saying? And little X's and O's, but you know what I'm saying? When you feel like you know what I mean, you doing your own thing, like they are supposed to be studying, they know football, you know what I mean? But yeah, all right, man. Let's close things out one last time for the finale of this 2025 season. Well, 2026. We had one game in 2026, I believe. Yeah, I mean, season is done. We got some big decisions coming up that will definitely define the Ravens' future. Probably gonna be some roster moves, some off-season priorities, breakout candidates, and this is where the legacy is going to start to get shaped. Um, we're gonna give our final thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And then our realistic expectations for the Ravens 2026 season. I think it's gonna be big. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? For us, with the opportunities to just be brand new to the league again. With the league having a Lamar Jackson and you have no idea what he's gonna do, everybody pretty much had like an idea on what we were going to do or what John Harbaugh wanted to do with Lamar Jackson. So I'm really looking forward to 2026. You got anything? You know what I'm saying? You want to say?
Dude, I do. That's something I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
EDC, you're on the clock.
With
Bring
that
us
being
Max Crosby.
Max Crosby.
Bring
With
us Max
that
Crosby.
being said, we appreciate everybody who has been flocking with us all season. Everybody has commented, liked, shared, followed, all of that. We really appreciate y'all. We will be back. And until next season, till next September, keep flocking, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Can't touch this. 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 Can't touch this.